Hi, my name's Josh and welcome to Sandy Bay. I've actually come to Sandy Bay to find somewhere for myself and my family to rent. We've decided to move to Sandy Bay. I actually grew up in Sandy Bay, in a house not actually too far from here, and yeah, there's been some changes in our family life, and we've decided to come back here for a fresh start. I mean, as you can see, it's an amazing place. Weather's not that sunny today, but you can imagine on a sunny day, yeah, it's amazing. You know, you've got the beach, you've got the pier, nice little shop front down here, and yeah, looks like the circus is in town at the moment. And yeah, I'm going to check out some houses now. My wife has asked me to record the houses for her, and I actually thought I would turn this into a little bit of a blog. I have vlogged in the past before, done a bit of travelling when I was younger, and yeah, I thought while I'm here, I'll vlog my way around Sandy Bay and just have a look at the properties and see if there's anything we like. Just staying in the bed and breakfast here at the pub at the moment, and yeah, I'm just here for the day. I'm hopefully going to be able to get around all of the properties today. There's a few to see. I think we've got maybe four properties to see today, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. The first of our properties is going to be, I think it's just up the top of the hill here. Yeah, so I believe it should be up here. Around this way somewhere, I believe. Wow, I think this is actually quite a new farm as well. I don't actually remember this being here when I grew up. It's actually quite a big farm. Yeah, it's all quite new. I don't actually remember that being here when I was a kid. So my grandfather actually owned a farm in Sandy Bay when I was younger. I actually helped out a little bit. I think this is actually the first property we have come to see here on the left. Right, just pull in here. Okay. So this is the first property we're going to be looking at today. Not a bad size house. I believe this one is on at £895 a month. So yeah, I'll be back in a moment. I'm just going to step in and have a look. Okay, so I've had a good look around, and yeah, it's not a bad sized property actually. It's only going to be my wife, my daughter and myself that are going to be living here. So yeah, it's a pretty good sized house actually. I think my wife might actually quite like that one. So yeah, I think that's going to be definitely on the maybe list. Yeah, I think she would quite like that one. It's maybe not going to be hugely practical with the parking though, if the neighbour is going to keep their car and their caravan there. That might be something we're going to have a discussion with them about. Not a great start as a new neighbour saying, excuse me, can you move your caravan? But But yeah, it might be something we need to discuss with them. Okay, so yeah, we'll go on to the next property. Actually, that's the house down there, down the lane on the right, that I grew up in. We might have to take a drive past there. The next one we've come to view is actually down Portview Close here. The pub. That pub's been here for many, many years. Okay, right, so the next property we are here to view, I believe, is around here somewhere. Right, so I think one of these houses around here. I don't think it's this one on the corner here. Hang on, let me just give the estate agent a quick call. Just bear with me. Okay, so the estate agent has actually told me it's the one back on this corner here. So just going to... Right, well, I'm just going to pop in and have a quick look around this one as well, and like I said, just get some photos and some video footage for my wife so she can have a look as well, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, right, so yeah, also not a bad property, and this one's actually a little bit smaller and the layout's not quite as practical as the last one. It is going for $675 a month though, so obviously it is a little bit cheaper. It is a little bit closer to, well, the pub, that's a bonus. I believe there's a market around the corner, so we're a little bit closer to that. Parking might potentially be an issue. Yeah, it's not great parking around here, so that could potentially be an issue. Could actually take a drive past the house that I grew up in. Don't want to look too stalkerish and suspect, because obviously I should imagine that there are new people that probably live there. But we'll take a slow drive past. Okay, so this is actually the house that my parents owned and I grew up in. So yeah, obviously some very very fond memories. Like I said, my grandfather actually owned a farm, Sandy Bay. It used to be a cattle farm, and he also used to have horses. He used to have a small horse ranch as well. Well, I'll say a ranch. It was some sheds and a field that he kept some horses in. But yeah, sadly he passed away a few years ago. Actually, I don't actually know what's happened to the farm. It's yeah, quite a while back. So I now started off around by the pub here, but there's actually an apartment up on the left here that I wanted to have a quick look at. An apartment's not ideal for us, but we're going to take a look anyway. So I'm really not sure it's going to be suitable, but yeah, we'll have a look at all the properties that are available in the area. Like I said, there's only about 4 or 5. So right, I am just going to run inside and have a quick look at this one, and I shall be back with you shortly. Okay, so yeah, as I thought, not hugely practical. Yeah, it's I mean, don't get me wrong, the size of the property is not actually too bad, but I just don't think it's going to be very practical for us. On to the next property, which I believe is actually very, very good value for money. It's Well, that apartment, by the way, that apartment was on for £595 per month. So obviously it is cheaper than the other ones, but like I say, it's just not very practical. The next house we are going to see is actually on for £450 per month. So it does make me a little bit suspicious as to why it's a much lower price. So yeah, I mean we may have to see if we can swing by while we're here by my grandfather's. Well, I think we actually need to go this way. Yeah, so we might swing past just see what my grandfather's land looks like. Like I said, it's been a very long time since he's passed away, and yeah, I don't know if someone now owns it or if it's just been left derelict, really. Right. So I think this farm up on the left here, this old farm, is one of the original couple of farms actually in Sandy Bay, and was actually a good friend of my grandfather's, Eric. Don't know if he's actually still alive or whether he still owns that farm, but all looks closed up. Right, sure, when we're out and about we might see him if he's still around here. Okay, so we have arrived at our next property. Doesn't actually look bad at all for £450 per month. A little bit out the way up on this hill here, but yeah, let's go and check it out. So I've just tried to view this property here, and someone's actually just come to the door and pointed out to me that actually it's not this property that's up for rent, it is this property. Now I can see why it's £450 per month now, although I still don't think I'd pay £450 a month to live in that. I think whoever is trying to rent this out should look at reducing the price a little bit and advertising it property, because I wouldn't even say that is habitable. So yeah, so this one's a no. I can't see my wife being very happy with me if I chose to live in that hut. While I'm here, I am going to stop by and see what's happened to my grandfather's old farm. See if anybody has taken over it, see if anybody owns it, if it's derelict. We'll just go and have a look and see. We'll just drive past and just have a look and see what kind of state it's in. So this farm on the left here as well actually also looks like a fairly new farm. I don't actually remember this farm being here at all, actually, when I was younger. Hopefully, I hope this isn't a private track or anything that I've just decided to drive down, but yeah, so actually that is a fairly new farm as well. Don't actually, like I said, remember that being here when I was younger either. think in a way it would kind of be a shame if what used to be my grandfather's farm has just been left and fallen to ruin. Because, you know, he worked very hard. I think it's, if I remember rightly, it's actually just down here on the left. Oh, I think someone's come around here a little bit too quickly at some point. Actually, this place back up here. I'm feeling a little bit nosy. Just gonna have a quick look. Okay, so curiosity has got the better of me, and I'm actually going to have a really quick look. It doesn't actually look like anyone's here, and it does actually look like it's fallen into quite a poor state of repair. Doesn't look like anybody actually uses this farm at all. Right, we better get back to the car. Yeah, so, yeah, quite a shame really that it's been left to get like that, but I suppose at the same time, you know, there's these newer farms in the area. Maybe it's just too much competition, and yeah, no one really felt it was worthwhile. I think what I'm going to do, looking at the time, might pop for a spot of lunch at the pub. That's better. That was a well-needed bite to eat. It's funny, this place hasn't actually changed that much. Different owners. It's not the same people that used to own it all those years ago. But yes, yeah, it's a nice lunch. While I was in there, actually, the estate agent has messaged me with details for another property. That has literally just become available, and she thought while I was here it might be worth actually taking a look at. So yes, off we go. Yeah, we might as well while I'm here. Although I do think the one that was back down the road to the left here is certainly winning. As far as the properties go, I think it's going to be the most practical. It's not a barn like the one up on the top of the hill, so yeah, it's actually, you said it was just down this way. Now I have a sneaky suspicion it actually might be quite close to my grandfather's old farm. You know what? I think it's this house on the right here. Now, when we drove past a little earlier, I did not even notice this house here. I did not notice this at all. Wow. Certainly very impressive. Very, very nice house with, let's face it, an absolutely breathtaking view. Now, she hasn't told me how much per month this one is, but I can imagine it's going to be quite pricey. I'm going to pop inside and have a look. Wow, that's a very, very nice house. I think my wife would absolutely love it. The price, having spoken to the estate agent, is actually $945 per month, so the most expensive out of all of the properties, but I would say well worth the money. So yes, I have got all I need to today. I've got a lot of video footage to go home and have a chat with my wife, discuss with her what it is that we want to do, and yes, we shall make a decision. I must admit, I do really like this house. We're going to have to crunch the numbers, see if this one is affordable. Even, to be honest, if that other house at 895 is affordable, because it's quite expensive. Whether we sort of look more practically and go for the one down at Portview Close, which was 675, we may end up having a look at that one. But no, certainly this one. This one in my books is the winner, and I think it would be amazing. You know, be quite nostalgic being just down the road from my grandfather's old farm as well. But yes, I shall see you next time. I may well create a video of our moving here and checking out the area and seeing how the job hunting goes once we arrive. But otherwise, no, thank you very much for tuning in, and you never know, might see you next time. Goodbye for now.